Hey, what's up, guys? This is Misha from Periphery, and we're doing conversations with Vin and Sori.
I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
And this is Tony from Static X, ladies and gentlemen. Tony, man, you guys are, this is the 20th anniversary of the Wisconsin Death Trip record. Take me back to when you guys decided to form the band. How far from when you formed the band did you guys jump in the studio for Wisconsin Death Trip?
I think from the time I started working with Wayne and Kenny, I think I was 95, I think, and we recorded the record in '98, so 4 years.
So, when you were recording that record, did you know, okay, this record is going to be a classic record in the genre?
No. Yeah, no clue, man. We were just like having fun. We're like, yeah, we're making a record. Yeah, I was just having fun and just enjoying the experience of being in a real studio with a real producer. Just because it was all new to us. So, yeah, we had no clue what the hell we was.
So you guys are writing songs. I'm assuming you're just writing music that you guys love to play.
Yeah.
But you're not thinking it's going to be this classic, like all-time record.
Yeah, no. Last thing we surpassed any and all expectations we ever had for anything we ever did.
What was the moment that you realized, okay, like this is something bigger than what we anticipated?
The day Warner Brothers decided to throw a party for us to celebrate the record going gold.
Whoa.
And they actually sent a limo to pick us all up, and then we got to the label, and they just had this big thing happening where we were just like, whoa, what the hell is going on? And,
the whole thing was for you guys.
Yeah. Big giant record label like Warner Brothers doing something for our little band, So yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, that must have been. What are because I know that you and Wayne were. I mean, obviously before you guys cut that record, you guys were friends. What was that moment like when you guys are in the limo and you're looking at Wayne like, what is going on?
Yeah, we were just tripping out. I remember the limo they sent was a Hummer limo. And,
shit.
Yeah, and it had big tires and stuff. And me and Wayne were big off-road enthusiasts, so it was kind of cool that they sent something like that,
Yeah.
So they did their homework.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I'm assuming you guys got shot out to another tour to tour the record and.
Oh yeah. Like that was just on a really quick break we had between tours, and then we just went right back out on the road, man.
My first experience with you guys was I got introduced to Metal Through Corn, and I had this friend. His name's Nelson. He's like, "You gotta check out Static X. Corn sucks. You gotta check out Static X." And then, of course, it was Push It. I was like, what the hell is this? This is Push It, bro. He was crazy. Now, at the time, none of us had enough money to buy an entire CD. So he had recorded Push It from the radio, from K-Rock. And I just remember being like blown away. And you guys were one of the bands that I wanted to see live that I never got to see live. So this is going to be pretty, this is going to be a full circle. Now here I am talking to you. Like, what was it like, your fans, when you really, because you guys started off in your local area, and I'm sure you had a local following, but what was it like going to Nebraska and seeing 300 kids with a Static X shirt on?
Yeah, just to see that, after having worked so long to establish a following there in LA, and then we eventually started branching out a little bit to Vegas and Phoenix before we got signed. So we had a little bit of following in those towns, but once we got signed and went out on tour and just saw it
Now I know I'm asking you about something that went down 20 years ago. What was your favorite moment when you were new to the fame and all that? Because after a while.
You get used to stuff, so.
But when you were new to it, what was your favorite moment?
Everything. It was just like, it was just such a mind blowing that we were actually out doing this. Like even in that first tour, we were in an RV, freezing our nuts off. Winter tour with Fear Factory. I think that was the first time we played here. Yeah, we were in an RV.
Wow.
First band on the Fear Factory bill, and
you had no heat?
yeah, at one point, yeah, the heat went out on the RV. Yeah,
They were literally freezing their nuts.
yeah. But it was just like, getting to play every night, getting to, be out on tour. It was just like such an awesome experience.
Yeah, that must have been crazy touring with Fear Factory.
Oh yeah,
they must have been an influence on you guys.
Yeah, definitely. They really kind of took us under the wing. Dino particularly took me under his wing, and he's still one of my best friends in the business. I still jam with him every once in a while.
Shout out to Dino Cazares.
Yeah.
My boy. And they really showed us the ropes of how to be professional touring musicians. Yeah.
Well, talk about that though, because a lot of people, they just think, oh man, sex, drugs, rock and roll, but this is a job at some level.
Sure. Yeah.
How did you guys have to learn to be professionals? Like, give us an example of
just how you go about your day-to-day business of setting up the shows, and how you treat your crew, and how as a headliner you should treat your opening bands, and how to be cool with your fans.
Yeah.
And then just little things like the venue doesn't have a dressing room or a shower, so you'll get cleaned up in whatever toilet they have out there, just to wash your nuts over the toilet, that kind of thing.
After you freeze them off.
Yeah, right, exactly. So yeah, just use, when you don't even have that, use baby wipes. Just like just tips like that you don't know, and you have no idea. You've never been in that kind of situation, and then.
It's the details, ladies and gentlemen. Word to the wise.
All the little details.
So you guys took off. It was interesting because I was listening to the record again on the drive up, and the thing that struck me was like every fucking song. Bled for Days is my favorite song on that record. What's your favorite song on that record, by the way?
Oh, I don't know, man. Like I haven't played these songs in like over 10 years.
Yeah.
So for me, it's all like new again. The first time the three of us got in the room and played these songs again, I was like, I just forgot how much fun and energetic all this stuff was. So it was just all really cool.
See, she grew up in a really like hardcore Christian family.
Really strict.
I'm Christian, so we're not dissing Christian.
Right.
But she wasn't allowed to listen to any of this devil music, obviously. So
he's been introducing me to all kinds of different bands.
Yeah.
That's how we started the channel, right? So I'm driving up, and we put on the very, very first song, right? Comes on, and she goes, "Whoa!"
I said, "Wait, who's this?" Because I hadn't I've only heard one song. Because we do a reaction channel, so I can only listen as stuff is requested.
Okay.
So it always has to be new. So I only heard one, and it was so much time. So then he put on another song today, and I was like, "Oh my word, I love this!" So I'm like super excited to hear you got this live.
And you're like, "This is a jumpy song." I'm like, "Yeah, it's that."
I was like, I hope that people are like hopping around, because we went to one band, and I told him, I'm like, I bet you anything that so I was standing on the side with the camera, and the curtain was down, and like everybody started messing on their phones while they were waiting for the band to come out. And I'm like, I bet back in the day, because obviously I wasn't allowed to go to shows, I'm like, I bet before people had cell phones, the excitement and the hype was building before the curtain would go up. But now everybody's all distracted, they're all over the world on their phones. So when the curtain went up, everybody was like, oh wait.
Yeah.
So there wasn't like the hype and like the excitement when it went up, and I'm like, that's a bummer. Like we're missing I think some of the excitement of the actual show, because people
Yeah,
Facebook
and
stuff.
you know, myself and obviously having grown up without cell phones
Yeah.
and stuff. I just don't get, like, because I see people watching the show through their phone,
Yeah.
and like, to me it's like, if I go to a show, I want to
know,
see it. I don't
I
want to
know.
see it through my phone.
Yeah.
I have something,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
in front of my face. But I don't know. That's just me. What do I know?
No, I totally agree. I told him, I'm like, we have to go to some shows without doing the media thing because I want to just experience. Because it's different when you're holding
Yeah,
the camera,
yeah,
you're in charge of things, and everything gets shrunk down under the screen and
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, I want to see and just experience. So this time I told him, I'm like, you're taking the pictures. I want to experience this.
Yeah. Well, Cradle of Filth show, this is the one we went to last time, and like her Ghost in the Fog came on. I love that song, my favorite song, and I was like, this is a really good. But so speaking of modern, so flash forward, those are your memories from when you were just entering into the business. 20 years later, obviously major changes in your guys' life. We lost Wayne. What's it like to play these songs 20 years later and still see that effect? Still see that your songs have that type of staying power? Because
Yeah.
you know that's rare.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool, really humbling. You know, like I said before, like we didn't think we were doing anything special. We were just being goofballs, having fun, you know. And for this record to still, you know, touch people 20 years later, it's incredible. It's humbling. It really is.
Well, like when we're doing reactions, like people, you know, everybody has their favorite band, so you're hearing stuff from the 80s, and it's like, okay, that was from the 80s.
Yeah.
And it's okay, but one of the things that struck me about Pantera was really the first band where I'm like, oh my God, this was from 1994, but it can still wreck shop on any song that's coming out right now. And you guys created something like that. And, you know, being a person myself who lost a couple very important people to me in a without warning, say it that way. You know, maybe, you know, you're unexpected, say it that way.
Yeah.
I was actually on the way to a business trip when my brother called me about my mom, and she passed away in a very, very similar way. Is doing this tour helping in that healing process, or is it kind of bringing up? How's that working for you?
It's been kind of cathartic for the three of us. I mean, you know, like we haven't been together in a room, you know, for a long time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and just really like discuss things in the same room together, and just what's funny is like either before or after we go on stage, like we'll just like remember things about you know, about Maine and about stupid shit we did back, you know, 20 years ago. So in that way it's been kind of therapeutic as well, you know. But it's definitely a bittersweet experience.
Now that's something I didn't know, that you guys, I assume, I had it in my head that you guys were all together when you heard the news.
No.
But you were segmented.
Yeah.
So this tour is actually the first time you guys have been together since hearing it? Basically?
Yeah, the first time the three of us have gotten in a room together was sometime last year. Before that, you know, I mean, I'd never really lost touch with Koichi. And then Kenny and I reconnected back in 2011, 2012. I think I was out with Soulfly. He came to the show, and then so whenever I was out on tour, he would come see me. Whenever I was in Illinois.
Yeah.
So we've been in touch. We weren't complete strangers, but the three of us hadn't been in a room together in well over a decade.
You know what's crazy is that, so my brother was the one that called me. It was literally 12 o'clock at night. I was scheduled for a trip. I had my bags packed and everything. My brother called me. And then my older brother flew out. So the three of us got together to plan the funeral. To this moment, we still haven't sat down as brothers and talked it out. Now I know these aren't necessarily your biological brothers, but when you're working so close together on a tour bus and all that, they're basically like your brothers.
It's family. It's family. Especially with us, we were always, really close. We were all just a bunch of knuckleheads, so we all got along so well.
Got 3 minutes left.
So it's definitely a family vibe for sure.
Yeah. What do you think it is about? Maybe it's a guy thing. Why don't we? Maybe you can help me. Why don't we get together and talk about these like crazy losses that we have?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because I remember way back when Dine died, and we got to go to the funeral, and we just ran into so many people, so many friends, and I remember thinking, man, it sucks that it takes something like this to bring us all together. But when something that tragic hits us all, I think you need to be around all together.
That's been one of the hardest experiences actually for us doing the channel, because you fall in love with these people. And then she finds out, and a lot of times I find out, oh, they're dead. And
I hate that feeling.
It's a terrible feeling.
Because when you're hearing their music, it's so like vibrant, and they're so like, there's so much excitement and there's so much energy, and then like I have zero clue a lot of times, like when he's introduced me to a new band, so I don't know anything, and then he'll be like, oh well, the singer died, or all of it, and I'm like, are you serious? Like it's such a bummer, because it's like I just found these people and they're already gone. Like it's sad.
And I bring that up to say that you guys are doing for your fans what so many fans from so many bands would give their right arm for, right? Do you realize what you're doing for your fans by? Has that part of it hit you yet?
That was kind of one of the reasons why we wanted to do this. When Wayne died, a few months later, there was a memorial show done for him in LA, and we felt it wasn't done right, and we also felt that Wayne had fans everywhere, not just in LA, so why not give all his fans a chance to pay their respects? And so that kind of got the hamster wheel turning. So that was definitely a motivation behind why we're doing this.
Wow. I mean, that's an awesome thing to do, because on the one hand it's therapeutic, but on the other hand it's painful for you guys. But you're doing
like
it.
I said, it's bittersweet, and but I think this is the best way to do it, and this is the best way to remember the good times we had with Wayne. So.
Talk to us about the future of Static X. What are we looking for in the next 1 to 3 years of Static X?
We haven't really thought that far ahead, actually. We're just kind of enjoying the moment right now. Just enjoying each other's company again. Like I said, we haven't played together in well over a decade. We're having a lot of fun, enjoying this, and making sure we do this right. And so once this is all said and done, if it's something the fans want, I certainly.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I certainly wouldn't say no.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Static X fans want some new material.
Sure.
Well, I mean, we're gonna finish the Project Regeneration record. We're gonna finish that. That'll get done. So after that's done, that's all said and done, and the tour's said and done and everything.
Right.
You know, again, if it's something the fans want, I'm certainly not opposed to it. I still want to go do other things. I got an Assassino record in the works, so hopefully by the time I get back from these runs at the end of the year, Dino and Emilio will have written some tunes, and I can just go in and scream some obscenities in Spanish, and we'll have a finished Assassino record.
Cabron!
Yeah. So
I'm down with the struggle.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, but again, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Right now, we're just like in the now, enjoying the moment.
In the zone. Right.
That's
awesome.
cool. That's cool.
I love it.
I mean,
Love
that's
it. Love
good.
it. This has really been awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
When I, you know, I'm on a mailing list and I saw Static X, and I was like, babe, he said Static X is coming to Boston.
Yeah.
And I was like working furious. I was like, we have got. All I want, really, I would have been happy with just coming to getting passes to the show, but to be able to talk to you is pretty crazy. And I just want to thank you, man. You've been great. You're great for the fans. And we're just excited to be able to come out and watch you guys kick ass, man. It's been awesome. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Tony from Static X, ladies and gentlemen. Vin out.
Story out.
Gone. That was boss.